Whether you want to shop online or in store, you can do that. But let's jump into our top story. Single name passport entry rules have been clarified. So there's been some uncertainty regarding Indian travellers coming to Dubai with a single name on their passport. And now the official Indian consulate has issued clear guidelines to set the record straight.
So the guidelines state that visa issued with more than one name passenger has a father's family name mentioned in the second page is accepted and passenger eligible for visa on arrival if the father's or family's name mentioned in the second page is accepted.
So the following information follows a rule that came in on November 21, which said that passengers with visit visas or visas on arrival should have both their first and last names on their passport. By the way, do not panic if you're a resident here. The rules are only applicable to those traveling on visit visas or temporary arrival visas. So UAE resident card holders were not affected by this single name passport change.
Exactly. It's a tricky one. Like, a lot of people don't, in India, it's become a sort of thing that people don't want to have a last name because either whatever issues it may be, or it's like a trend, or be it that you don't want to be associated to your family name or your religion, whatever it may be. Like, you just want a first name and only be known by the first. Yeah, because there are, of course, all over the world there are people like that, who just become like atheists and they don't want to be associated with a certain religion which your last name comes with, right? So you just make it your first name, and with that, now it's become maybe an identity issue of sort, not like identity crisis issue, no, not in that sense, but like for visa controls and passport controls.
So were people, that's what I wanted to ask. I wanted to ask, is it normal? Because this is just for Indian travelers, by the way, non-resident holders, Indian passengers coming to Dubai or coming to the UAE. I wanted to ask, how common is just a single name? Like, is there a lot of Madonnas running around?
Madonnas. There is one major celebrity called Urfi Javed. So she goes by her first name, Urfi. And she apparently is not allowed to travel to the UAE because of like her passport situation, which only has Urfi on her passport. And see, we have one of the highest populated countries in the world.
So surely one name is even trickier to find someone in the phone book. Could you imagine?
Casey. It's like, oh, which Casey is the Casey I want to get in touch with?
Exactly. Yeah. So why are people trying to kind of like broaden the scope for the ability to find them?
That comes with the whole, there's so many reasons, right? You might just want to be known by your first name or one name, or you want to change your name altogether. And that basically one of the major associations that I know is the fact that you don't want to be really like known for any religion in specific.
Okay, so people have just removed their names and it's become a wider issue in that it's tricky for visas. So they tried to introduce this rule that said one name only, but now they're clarifying that there are different, there's certain criteria that you might be able to get into the country if you still have that one name, which is what these new rules clarified.
Exactly. And now we move on to our second story. It's very